plus 4 and 5 goal differences. So what? Gabriel got the first. I would say Gabriel got the second, but typically, you know, it's gone down as an own goal. Trossard got the third, a late brace from Martinelli. We have seen 5 goals. We have seen goals from open play. We have seen set piece FC back. We have seen Smith Rowe come on with some amicable minutes. We have seen Mikel Arteta use all 5 subs. I don't know what's going on. Maybe things have changed in Dubai. The only things I would say that kind of dampen this performance for me, you want to see a bit more from those who start in midfield, certain German internationals. I would have loved, again, we've put 5 in, so I can't really say anything, but I would have loved to have seen throughout 90 minutes more sustained pressure on Dean Henderson's area and actually have him to have to make some saves. Again, probably I'm forcing it, but, you know, allegedly Declan Rice has a hamstring knock and Big Gabriel, who's the man of the match for me, has had to come off. So they're the only kind of dampeners you can put over the game. But other than that, what a way to come back. I don't know what they were cooking in Dubai, man. I'm here for this. Yo, DG, remember when people was talking crap about Martinelli? Listen, I've never snaked Martinelli, Smith Rowe, Bukayo Saka. You need to start scoring. DG, this is a statement win. Asking for, is this a statement win? I wouldn't say a statement win, but it will put in the word out. Martinelli gives me deja vu vibes. Tell Anthony, come outside. In fact, no, we don't talk about them. We don't talk about them. We don't talk about them kind of ballerina footballers there, but. And we have to give credit to the gaffer, Mikel Arteta. Everyone gets onto him about, oh, he shows inexperience. His subs don't work. You don't know when to make subs. His subs have impacted the game. And for the second goal in particular as well, you've got to give credit to Jorginho. Well, Jorginho and Eddie Nketiah, who both came off the bench and got assists. You have to give them credit. I do feel sorry for Crystal Palace. I can't say he didn't deserve to score 5 goals. I think Eze was quality. His pocket was picked for a few of them. I think, you know, they didn't. I think Palace came to play football where they could. I don't quite think they were sat there with low blocks. I think they were street smart and rigid where they could. I think they were committed to the cause. Yeah, it's just, you know, we've counter-attacked with devastating effect where Trossard scored. Give credit to David Raya for that and Jesus. Obviously, set piece FC, we've gone back. That's probably the worst thing with Crystal Palace. From set pieces, pardon my French, piss poor today. Feel sorry for them, man. And Ian Wright, Derby settings, man. But no one cares about us. That puts us, I don't look at the league table, but that puts us at 43 points. Obviously, Villa have the same amount of points as us, as do Manchester City. Liverpool are top of the tree with 45. Spurs have 40 points. So I don't look at the league table, but allegedly that's what he's saying, isn't it? So yeah, what have you lot made of this? Eze's a great footballer, man. The time I don't watch Arsenal, brazy. Big Gabby's a monster. People draw him out, though. All the haters don't bread ESR, Smith Rowe. Come on, we're back, man. We're back. We're back. We're back. Come on! I've waited so long to win the game, you know. Look at him. I can't believe Smith Rowe is on the pitch. Look at him. Hey, Smith Rowe. Lovely. I mean, I would have loved to have seen Saka score, but we move. We move. The boys from Brazil make it. Well, all the Brazilians had a hand to play in the goals, and well, we could force it. I know Jorginho plays for Italy, but he's Brazilian as well, so it was Brazilians. For me, Big Gabriel, man of the match. I know you could be reactionary and throw Martinelli into that, because at the end of the day, he's come off the bench and bagged the brace. But I think Big Gabriel was head and shoulders above his teammates. Yes, he's played 2 goals. He scored 2 goals, or they might chalk one off his. But I think he was absolutely monstrous today. I think Saliba handled his business and coped with Mateta well. But I just think Big Gabriel was head and shoulders above everyone. And he seems to be the only one that's actually listening and finishing practice. Maybe Martinelli off the bench as well. I actually feel, you know, Zinchenko had a couple of nervy moments, but I think Zinchenko was brilliant today. I'll be real. You know, we've got to be fair. When Zinchenko plays bad, everyone wants to hold the man accountable. I think Zinchenko was quality today. I think Gabriel was quality. I think, you know, I hail up David Raya for that involvement for Trossard's goal. Trossard, you started brightly and kind of went quiet. And just before you scored, you was on nonsense where you should have had Trossard should have had a brace, but you made up for that. I think Odegaard did well. I think Benjamin White was good today. Obviously, I think Trossard scored, but you and Saka could have brought something more. I'd give Jesus a 6 plus a bonus point of a 7 because he got an assist. You know, the only glaringly annoying thing with Gabriel Jesus is that, like, you can't stay on side when when you're actually trying to play as a striker. You just can't stay on side, in my opinion. I hope Declan Rice's injury is nothing serious. Big up Declan Rice for kicking things off with the corner as well. You know, I know we scored 5, and I want to, I might be sounding like I want too much, but I would say, could we have put Dean Henderson under more sustained pressure. Could we have put 5 past Crystal Palace in the first half? I'd probably say that. I think at times we're probably trying to be a bit too intricate when we're building out. I think when you look at that to like the last 10 minutes to a degree, like we're moving the ball kind of fast. At times in the game, it's a bit pedestrian. Want to see a bit more from, I don't think Havertz was terrible, but I want to see a bit more from Kai Havertz. Obviously, you know, there's still concerns about our creativity, about us taking and creating chances, even though we've scored 5 goals. But the crucial thing today, in my opinion, was just about getting back to winning ways and getting 3 points, if I'm completely honest with you. Get the 3 points first, dissect the performance later. So to have a clean sheet, to score 5 goals, to get back to winning ways, to see a couple of players get assists and goals and us like the goals for a variety of reasons. Hopefully at this point, you know, anytime you're like realistically, we've been lacking confidence in it. So hopefully for a variety of reasons beyond the obvious of us getting 3 points, some confidence is reinstalled to these players for me anyways, really. And again, we enjoy today. We enjoy what's left of today. But then we've got 10 days to rest now and further, you know, work on what we need to work on. I do, respectfully to Crystal Palace, I do think the Nottingham Forest fixture is going to be a completely different clash. It's a midweek game on a Tuesday. I think it's literally in 10 days. We play on the 30th of January. Quote me if I'm wrong. And then we got the big one against Liverpool. If you get 7 to 9 points from these 3 games, including the 3 that we've got on the board from today, the narrative, it doesn't change, but it shifts. You know, as I always say, a week is a long time in football. We played 19, 20, 21 games. And other teams could say the same. So I'm happy with the 3 points we moved, man. And I don't want it to go over people's head. We've kept a clean sheet, which is, for me, fantastic, man. Fantastic. You know, at half time, we had 8 shots on target. We had 8 shots, 2 on target. Come the end of the game, we had 21 shots and 6 on target. Of those 6, 5 have gone in. I'm being a stickler and probably chasing perfection a bit too much, but I genuinely, it kind of reminds me of the Sheffield United game, if I'm honest, where we've scored a lot of goals, but we could have done it before. And indirectly, you know, this could have very well ended 2-0 to a degree, a bit like when I think we beat Wolves 2-1 and we beat Brighton 2-1. So probably need to be a bit more ruthless and go up several gears in the attacking sense. But that's down for Mikel Arteta to arrest. As I said, you know, I'm quite nervous about potential injury to Declan Rice. I think Gabriel will be all right, but you just never know. So good day at the office, man. In terms of player ratings, let's get into it, people, really and truly. You know, again, I'm going to watch the game again and I might give more players flowers. But if we look at Arsenal, David Raya, you kept a clean sheet. You had one little nervy moment. Other than that, you didn't have much to do, if I'm honest. And when you did, you was equal to everything. I give David Raya a 7, man, because I really respect you. Didn't get the assist, but I really love your decision making for what led to Trossard's goal. I give you a 7. Benjamin White, I give you a 7 as well. I think you was good today. Saliba, I think I give you a 7. Nah, I give you an 8 because I think you coped very well with Mateta, because that's not an easy job. Big Gabriel, 10 out of 10. You know, 10 out of 10. Forget the goals. Can't ask Big Gabriel to do anything today. Anything. He's done everything today. I'll give you 10 out of 10. Zinchenko, I'm going to give you an 8. I think you had a very good game. I'll be real. Odegaard, I'll give you a 7. Declan Rice, I'll give you a 7. Kai Havertz, I'll give you a 6. Saka, I'll give you a 6. Trossard, it would be a 6, but you scored, so I'll give you a 7. Jesus, it would be a 6, but you got an assist, so bonus point settings, you get a 7. Martinelli, 10 out of 10. You come off the bench and scored 2 goals. You know, you did overrun it when you came off the bench, but you scored 2 goals. What more could you say? Jorginho, I'll give you a 7. You got an assist, and I think you had a good impact. I think when Martinelli, Smith Rowe, and Jorginho on the pitch was moving it a bit faster. Kirill, humble 6, didn't have much to do. Eddie, give you a 6. He was playing like he would, quite ineffective, but lovely final ball from you. Smith Rowe, humble 6 as well in the minutes played. So yeah, 3 points, 5 goals, goals from open play, goals from set pieces. You know, we're seeing the forgotten man Smith Rowe get some minutes. All in all, I'm cool with that, man. I see man say Garnacho's. I don't know who Garnacho is. I don't know them, man. I don't know them. Every day there's a new star boy getting at our players, man. Of course, Ray Hudson's about to cry, man. Appreciate everybody tuned in, man. It's lovely. It's lovely. Smith Rowe did more in 20 minutes than Havertz the whole game. Probably. Havertz was too, for me today, Havertz was too interested in just winning fouls. And the bait kind of fouls as well. Would like to see how Tony does. Havertz in midfield is a myth, but Arteta will keep forcing it. Hope Smith Rowe stays fit to bench him. Smith Rowe playing reserved on his body, and he got more touches than Havertz. That is poor from Havertz, poor from the coach and stuff. Mate, we was rubbish. Lucky it was Palace. Rubbish is a harsh one. Pardon me. Great watch along, broski. One love. Headed to Vegas for some warm weather. Catch your first of the week. Appreciate that, American Gunner. Enjoy Vegas, man. Martinelli said F when they told him one of his goals was given as an own goal. It was given as an own goal. They're doing us dirty, man. We should have even had some pen shouts. You know, the fastest. This is the quickest I've seen VAR. Involved in anything to do with Arsenal as well. Really, the amount of times VAR is looking at our goals for no reason is jarring. We stopped the rot. That's true. We still have problems. Palace are issue without Olise. Of course we've got issues. I don't think today, I wouldn't say papers over the cracks, but it was crucial to get 3 points. We wasn't going to rock up from Dubai and everything's there. I think we can still, as I've been saying, our transitional play, we could do it a bit quicker for me. I don't even, it's a bit mad because, Henderson's conceded 5 goals. I don't really have a leg to stand on, but I don't think we put the keeper under sustained pressure. And as Maverick has said there, we could be a lot quicker on the transitions for me, man. Raya did help him stop the press, being an extra body, couple turnovers from Palace. Bit harsh, bloody hell, man. In winning ways, he's not happy at all. I think Smith Rowe could feature way more. We hope so. Just got to stay fit, man. Big Gabby got an own goal in the second, not Martinelli. Okay, so Martinelli's got his brace. Enjoy the rest of your day, DG. Great watch along. It's a great watch along made with you lot. You lot are the engine room, really and truly. It's like I'm Mikel Arteta. You lot are the Sackers, the Smith Rowes. Some of you are the Havertzes. Some of you are the Kyrgios. But you get it. Without you lot, it can't be done, in it. So I appreciate you lot, and it's always to ride the highs and lows with you lot across Twitch and YouTube. It's amazing. We've got 289 likes. We're flirting with 300 people. So if you haven't done that, make sure you're doing such. Twitch gang, you always appreciate it. And even those of you on Twitter. Martinelli 10, Big Gabby 10, Zinni 7. Oh, Fire's praising Zinni. Saka 6, Raya 6. I think Raya should be a bit higher rated than Saka. Eddie 5.5. I don't do half ratings, man. Saliba 7, White 7, Havertz 5.7. Or you saying 5? Trossard 7, Jorginho 9. Sorry, are you saying 5.7 for Havertz, 9 for Trossard, 7 for Jorginho, Kyrgios 5.5, Smith Rowe 7. He did look better than Havertz, but respectfully to Havertz, the marks on the floor, innit? Had pace on the break. All 3 goals were quick transitions. So is it coaching or is it psychological from our players, or is it a bit of both as to why we're not attacking with that same intent? And that's what we need to do, Again, we're a long way from being Liverpool or City, but typically when Liverpool or City have games like this, historically it's 5-0 at half time. When we smell blood or a team's there to be there for the taking, which I don't think Crystal Palace just sat there, lied on their back and spreaded their legs for us. But when teams are quote unquote here for the taking, let's do what we need to do. Rio Ferdinand's on my screen. I turn it off. I would say that obviously when you lose 5-0, you got battered. There's no way of shaping it. But if I was Roy Hodgson, there's elements of positives from the game prior to the 2 goals they probably conceded. And the most thing I'd be upset about is actually thingy, the defending on set pieces. And I think prior to this game, Crystal Palace actually do all right of recent in terms of clean sheets away from home. So it's nice to have that. We hope Palace fix up. It's never nice to see, the fans voicing their opinions negatively. Fans deserve to love their club, man. Man said DG's on form today with the metaphors. Always a highlight to be part of the watch along. Saka is becoming predictable. You can see he's struggling and he ain't good at finishing. Jesus up front needs to. So Jesus is a winging thing, man. Well, for now to the end of the season, Jesus is going to have to play up front, but you're the occasional rotationary striker. In games, you can go up there, but it's a winger thing. Because when you do want to go up front, Jesus, bro, you're offside far too much. Like today was ridiculous. I don't have the stats to hand, but you're coming like Jesus never wants to stay on side, man. Never wants to stay on side. And again, Nottingham Forest is going to be a different kind of game. I hope we rock up and we score 5-6. But last couple of times we've travelled to Nottingham Forest have been terrible. But we enjoy today. We use these 10 days that we have. And hopefully it's now about going on a winning run. We start again from 0. We forgive ourselves for the losses. And we start again. We behave like it's the start of the season. Can we get 5-10 wins? What's the point in Dubai? What was the points tally by the end of February? Because we only played twice in January. What's the sort of points for me? Can you end January with 6 points? In general, with the 3 games we've got, which I think we've got Liverpool in February, I'd love to beat them because I'd just love to. Really, them and West Ham have been winning the battles in the couple of times we've played them. But can you get 7 to 9 points? Minimum 7, dream world 9. So even in FIFA, Jesus is like offside 5 times. Mate, don't think we moved out of second gear. Appreciate that, fire man. Like, it's been amazing. We need to beat Nottingham Forest. Would you drop Saka for the next one? Nah. If there was a genuine right wing option, I know there's a couple men that can play there, but nah, Saka's is gonna have to play next season. Maybe if these things are happening and you've got a certified winger, why not? But then you could argue, you know, has Martinelli played his way back into the starting lineup with his impact? Has Trossard played his way into the lineup? So with that being said, does one of them shift to the right? Martinelli, Saka, and Jesus? I'm not sure. For me, Saka plays against Nottingham Forest. I'll probably go Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus, but it's a decision for the gaffer, in it, really. And I hope when we roll up there that we're actually able to have Declan Rice, because he went hammy. So hopefully he's just feeling a knock. Maybe he played with a knock anyways. You know, Declan Rice is quite durable. It would be Arsenal tax that a man that never gets injured, you know, a madness happens. But yeah, man, it is what it is. No, I do think there's elements of the game that needed to improve. I do think that I won't quite say the scoreline flatters us, but I think it deceives us. As I said, the transitional play could be better, create a bit more chances, just look a lot more livelier. But it's going to take a while to get out of these current issues we find ourselves in. But I would say it's a step in the right direction, folks. So you can't really complain, really and truly. And we've got 302 likes. If you've hit the like button, God bless you all, man. I don't know why I can't see this on StreamYard, but it says here, and I don't wait one second. Why are you not a mod? Because you're part of the furniture. Let me click on your username. With great power comes great responsibility. You're now a mod. Big up DG Nelson is a great lad with some serious talent. What does he have to do to get a free min? Saka needs a break. Don't think man are rated like that. You know, you look at this last period where form's been debatable. Maybe Smith Rowe isn't in contention to come off of that left. Trossard's obviously got to look in. Nelson, you could argue, obviously, big up Trossard, but going into the game, obviously Trossard's better than him. But you could argue if there was going to be a change up, Nelson could have started. And as much as Arteta, you know, this is probably the first time in a while Arteta's talked up someone in the press conference, as he did with Smith Rowe, and he's giving him some suitable minutes. Maybe that's a bit of gamesmanship and game playing with everything that's going on in his future. I'm not too sure. He talks up Reece Nelson, and I don't doubt anything he's saying, but Nelson is just on the periphery, on the body. He's happy to be here, loves being at Arsenal, signed a new deal probably to keep resale value, and the fact of we knew probably in hindsight in the summer we was closer to FFP than led to believe, and there wasn't going to be money to get a winger. But he's played 87 Premier League minutes. And we've played 20, and he's been injured. He's had some injuries, but there's been 19, 20, 21 games. You've played 87 minutes. And it's not like Nelson got one start and 87 minutes came from that. It's been spread out. So you never know. There's a lot of football to be played. And Saka arguably could be dropped, but you would have surely got one because I do think he's done all right. Seriously, what did Rice and Havertz do today to justify 160 million? I think Rice did all right. Rice got an assist. I think Rice done what he could today. I think Rice dominated in midfield in his own way. Got skipped past by Eze. Havertz ain't got a leg to stand on in a circle. We have to create freight transitions, though. Since we can't beat low blocks, we have to let teams press and attack us so we can clear the space to attack. Now, Saka plays. I never entertain Martinelli slander. I won't entertain Saka slander. The lack of movement around the box is ish. We don't have any gears. Too many knee pieces. Rice Havertz is nowhere near Partey, Xhaka. That is clear. There's no gears as it's an untested midfield core. We need to see better patterns of play. It's slow and not enough triangles. Saka robbed of an assist today. Neto, please come to the carpet. And we do have to take this momentum going into the Nottingham Forest game. Again, we enjoy today. Tomorrow it becomes irrelevant. Next week we prepare. We have to earn the right to win. No one get excited and think, oh, we've turned our form around and all of that jazz. It's going to have to, how many games did we lose? How many games did we drop points? When we have that appropriate run of fixtures and we get appropriate positive results, then maybe we could entertain these things. As I always say, from August, I just focus on December, getting out of December into the January period, still in with a shout. From now, I just need to see us get to March/April, saying, with something positive to kind of talk about. Then obviously in April till May, it's just a shootout. You've got yourself here, is what it is. Just to see Jorginho and Smith Rowe mixing up in midfield was nice to see. Jorginho truly is a good midfielder. Pity don't have the legs anymore. It's true, man. It really is. One game at a time. Rice slander could never be tolerated, man. But I do agree that we're missing that certified number 8. If it can be fixed internally with Smith Rowe or Fabio Vieira or Havertz, Havertz, someone just sit Havertz down and watch Schweinsteiger and Ballack and all your countrymen. But that isn't going to happen, man. Really and truly. It is what it is. Saka's on a barren run of form as well. But listen, we got a clean sheet. We scored 5 goals. It is what it is, man. I mean, it's high standards from the manager and high standards from the fans. If that, you know, we won 5-0 and some fans are going crazy. DG, think Havertz is being misused by Arteta. He ain't looking like the Leverkusen Havertz and isn't justifying the 60 million fee. Brother, I'm not being funny. You might be right. But I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying you, but it pees me off when, like, we're talking about this Kai Havertz of Leverkusen. I'm not saying people are wrong, but look, when last was you kicking a ball for Leverkusen? It's done, bro. It's done. Like, Havertz plays on the right-hand side, as some people say. What data is there to suggest there's going to be any different? If anything, you might as well put Havertz in the 10, really, because you can just press with Jesus. You can make that forward run as Jesus drops. You're a fit, you know, you're a target man for Raya. If you're not going to do that or the super sub, you might as well stay as a left-sided 8. I do think you played all right against Liverpool, but when it comes to goal scoring, it's a myth. Smith Rowe looked way better than Havertz, and I'm not even trying to scapegoat Havertz, because I don't think it was a game like that, but it's same old, and the bars on the floor. Telemans allegedly was there. I think Smith Rowe did put in a shout for the left midfield position. There are more dynamics to the midfield that can be explored. I hear it. For Smith Rowe, just stay fit, because I think Havertz is probably better defensively than you, but I don't really care about that in the 8 role, if that makes sense. But let's be optimistic. We got 3 points. We can enjoy our weekend. I don't want to keep waffling and boring you lot, people. So as usual, whether you're on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube, I appreciate the 3 hours and basically 18 minutes that you spent with me. I appreciate you lot's difference of opinions, commentary throughout the game. Those of you that join me an hour before kickoff. Obviously, I'll get some shorter match reaction opinions for you lot out there. And yeah, in terms of watch-alongs, I'm not sure what fixtures are next week, but if there's anything decent, we'll do watch-alongs. You can rest assured Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal will be live. So yeah, you lot stay blessed, stay safe. One love, man.
I get this right back, Charlie.
There's always just that actual red flag defenders. I think it's like